health still carries some stigmas. Could you kind of describe a little bit of the challenges you're facing in that area with stigma?
First, I'm just really excited that mental health is part of the conversation. I think that's an important step. Nearly half of all people in the U.S. will deal with some sort of mental health issue in their lifetime. And in our congregations, usually 1 in 4 families is dealing with some sort of mental health issue. So it's really common. And the stigma associated with it is still very common as well. And that's these negative beliefs that people hold or attitudes that they hold about people who have some mental illness. And that can be a social stigma where it's the beliefs that people externally have about the person suffering, and an internal stigma where the person dealing with the mental illness, these negative beliefs they hold about themselves. And faith communities, these stigmas can often look like believing that mental illness is some sort of punishment or sin, that the person is not strong enough, that their faith is weak. And these things have really detrimental effects on the person because it will encourage them to kind of isolate and pull back when they really need to be reaching out and asking for help.
So can I just follow up to you, in your experience, and I know this is your doctorate as an adolescent psych in those various fields, how do you address some of these things? How do you help people get past those?
So education is a huge part of that. As people, community members and faith leaders, we really need to understand what mental illness is, what it looks like, so that when people come to faith leaders for help, they can distinguish what's something that they can help with and what's something they need to refer out to a professional. I think I mentioned isolation being a real issue in terms of worsening mental illness, creating welcoming communities so that people can be supported and drawn in when they need help instead of pushing people away. And as faith leaders, you have such a power and strength in your position, and so integrating some of the education into sermons is actually one of the tools that can be done in helping to kind of debunk some of the myths around mental illness and also just normalize help seeking.
Thank you. It's very